You got the promotion in October. By December, your siblings felt like different people. Your sister asked if you were covering dinner before you even read the menu. Your brother stopped telling you what he was going through the moment you walked in. Not because he stopped trusting you, because you stopped being the version of you he knew how to talk to. They did not sit you down. They did not explain it. The recalculation happened without a meeting. You had not changed how you spoke to them. You had not changed how often you showed up. You had changed your title on a company email. And that single word quietly broke every assumption the three of you had built since childhood. What you are about to hear is not about jealousy. It is about what a promotion does to people who grew up as your equals, and what happens the moment that equation cracks. A promotion does not arrive alone. It arrives with a new floor, a new baseline that other people immediately sense, even before you spend differently, even before you say a word about it. Your siblings felt it before you announced anything, not because they were watching your bank account, because they were watching your posture, the way you hesitated less when the check came, the way you stopped qualifying your opinions at the table, the way you answered questions about work with a steadiness you did not have before. Pressure changes how a person occupies a room, and the people who grew up in the same rooms as you are the most calibrated readers of that shift. They have years of data on who you were. The moment that data stops matching what they see, the recalculation begins. Not consciously, not deliberately. The nervous system does not wait for permission. It registers the change and starts pricing the relationship. Your siblings did not decide to treat you differently. Their systems decided for them. And the signal that triggered it was not your promotion. It was what the promotion removed. It removed the financial common ground you had all been standing on. That ground felt permanent. You earned at similar levels. You complained about similar pressures. You split things without the math becoming complicated. That shared pressure was not just practical, it was social glue. It was proof that you were still in the same category. The moment your category changed, the glue lost its hold, and no one had language for what was dissolving. The roles your siblings assigned you did not start last December. They started the first time your family had a money conversation in front of you. Someone earned more, someone needed more, someone sacrificed more, and each of you got a position in that story before you were old enough to choose one. That shared struggle was not just a circumstance, it was an identity contract, an unspoken agreement about who each of you was in relation to the others. Childhood does not teach you about money, it teaches you about your place in the money system of your specific family, which emotions are allowed around scarcity, which ones must be hidden, who gets to need things openly, and who must earn the right to ask. By the time you were a teenager, those roles were already calcified, not written anywhere, not discussed, just enforced through repetition until they felt like personality. Your promotion did not just change your income, it violated the contract. It moved you outside the position your siblings had organized their own identities around, because their roles only make sense in relation to yours. The one who struggles needs someone to struggle beside. The moment you stepped out of your assigned position, their positions lost their anchor, and a role without an anchor does not feel like freedom, it feels like threat. Your siblings are not reacting to your promotion, they are reacting to a survival signal their nervous systems have been running since childhood. The nervous system does not process income data, it processes safety data. And safety inside a family was never about money alone, it was about predictability, knowing where you stood, knowing what to expect from the people closest to you. When you were all earning at similar levels, the system felt stable. Not comfortable necessarily, but legible. Your promotion broke the legibility, and a nervous system that loses legibility does not pause to analyze the situation. It contracts, it scans for threat, it starts measuring distance. Your brother going quiet is not emotional withdrawal, it is a threat response. His system detected an asymmetry it doesn't have a survival script for. Your sister reaching for the check assumption before you opened the menu is not entitlement, it is her nervous system trying to re-stabilize a dynamic that suddenly felt uneven. These are not personality flaws, they are pattern responses. Your system is recalibrating towards a new normal. Their systems are trying to pull the old one back. Not because they want you to fail, because the version of you that was struggling was the version their nervous systems knew how to be safe around. Your stability is destabilizing them, and no amount of reassurance fixes a nervous system response. Only time and repeated new data can do that. But by the time the new data arrives, the distance has already grown roots. There's a version of you your siblings need to exist, not because they're selfish, because their own identity was built in direct relation to yours. The sibling who works harder than you, the one who sacrificed more, the one who didn't get the opportunities you got. These are not just opinions they hold about you, they are load-bearing walls in how they understand themselves. Your promotion did not just elevate you, it structurally threatened the stories they've been telling about their own lives. If you succeed at this level, the story that explains why they haven't needs to be rewritten. And rewriting a story you've lived inside for 20 years is not a cognitive exercise, it's an identity crisis. So the system does not rewrite, it resists. The resistance looks like distance. It looks like your sister mentioning her own workload unprompted every time your job comes up. None of them are doing this consciously. They are doing it because loyalty to a shared identity is one of the most powerful forces the human system runs on. You were all struggling together. That togetherness was the bond, and you just stepped outside it. Your promotion is not a betrayal in their minds, but it registers like one in their systems, and the system does not wait for the mind to catch up. There are 4 mechanisms that activate the moment a sibling's income or status visibly separates from the group. The first is expectation transfer. Responsibility migrates towards you without negotiation. You are now assumed to be the one who can handle more. No one votes on this. The assumption simply appears and begins operating as fact. The second is contribution surveillance. Everything you spend becomes visible data. Every restaurant you suggest, every trip you mention. The gap between your consumption and theirs is now a live measurement of distance. And distance in a sibling system always implies something about fairness. The third is emotional demotion. The closer you get to stability they don't have, the less safe it becomes for them to show you their instability. Your brother stopped telling you his problems, not because he stopped having them, because telling you now requires him to perform need in front of someone who no longer shares it. Vulnerability requires perceived equality. You removed the equality. The fourth is role rigidity. The more you change, the harder your siblings hold their own positions. Someone has to stay in place. Someone has to keep the original story intact. That someone is rarely the one who got the promotion. These 4 mechanisms do not need your permission to run. They only need the asymmetry to exist, and the asymmetry is permanent now. Here's what the narrowing looks like in practice. It does not arrive as a confrontation, it arrives as a shrinking. The group chat slows, not stops, slows, enough that you notice but not enough to say something about. The plans that used to include you automatically now get confirmed with a pause. You start self-editing at gatherings, choosing to not mention the work trip, choosing to not describe the new apartment. Not because you're ashamed, because you've learned that visibility accelerates the distance, so you compress yourself to fit a space you've already outgrown. And the compression does not feel like humility, it feels like punishment for something you were supposed to want. Your siblings are narrowing too, but towards each other. The shared struggle you left behind has become its own bonding currency. You are not excluded loudly, you are included less quietly. Invitations still arrive, but the texture of them changes. You are a guest now in a dynamic you used to live inside. You advanced, the system responded. The people who grew up beside you are not moving away from you. They are staying exactly where they were. You are the one who moved. And the gap is not measured in salary, it's measured in how much of yourself you have to leave at the door just to feel like you still belong in the room. There is no version of this that resolves cleanly. You can't unpromote yourself. You can't return to the financial common ground that made the relationship feel equal. It doesn't exist anymore. The siblings who went quiet are not gone. but the dynamic that made silence feel safe between you is. What remains is a relationship running on memory and obligation. You moved, they stayed, and the thing that used to require no explanation, the ease, the equality, the specific comfort of being known before you became this, that doesn't survive a promotion. It survives sameness, and sameness is the one thing you can no longer offer them.